Hello and welcome to this quick video that is going to show you how you can add user-defined functions, your own mathematical functions, to the Origin data analysis software. So what I'm going to do is I am going to open up my copy of Origin, as you see over here, and you may recognize, of course, the data that we created in an earlier video. Kinetic data, absorbance is a function of time. And what we now want to know is a rate constant for this particular process. And in order to get a rate constant for this process, a rate constant in terms of a first order rate law, we have to fit a mathematical function to these data. Now, I've previously prepared a mathematical function that we can use to analyze these data, but I have just installed a new copy of Origin, and that means that I now have to add this mathematical function to my copy of Origin. So that's what we're going to do in this short video. So in order to add that function, I am going to go to Analysis, I go to Fitting, and I choose the nonlinear curve fit. So having chosen nonlinear curve fit, I end up looking at this particular window over here. And this is going to be a key window that we'll see quite a few more times in subsequent videos as well, because this is where you start all of your data analysis approaches. So you see two key things here. My functions, my mathematical functions are sorted in categories, and then I have functions within those categories. There are Origin basic functions. There are lots and lots of different types of functions. But the one that I tend to use, because then I always know where my functions are, is user-defined. So basically the functions that I've written myself. So I go to user-defined, and if I now click over here, then I see absolutely nothing. And that is because, as I said, this is a clean copy of Origin, so no functions have been added yet. Now I can either write a new function from scratch, or I can add a function that I have previously written, and that is what I want to do in this particular video. So I could add it by clicking add over here, but I can also add it by clicking add over here. And what you see now is that I can look for the function file. It's called a function definition file, or an FDF file, that I have previously written. Now, where is this particular file? I know that I put it in my desktop, and I put it in the same folder where I had all of those data. So you see that it's called an NJB first order kinetics. That's the name of the file. You also see, and it's an FDF function definition file. You also see that Windows typically recognizes files with the extension FDF as something related to Adobe Acrobat. It seems to be some kind of a form. That means that if someone sends you an FDF file, you shouldn't just click on it, because then Adobe Acrobat is going to try to read it and it just becomes a mess. In this case, I know this is the file that I want, so I'm going to open this file. The question that I get now is, would you like the selected file to be copied to the default folder? Select no to use a file from the current location. Now, the question that you really have to answer for yourself at this point is, if I'm going to edit this file, where am I going to look for the edited copy? Am I going to look in the default folder that your Origin has set where the user files go, so including the function definition files, or do I want to use them from the original location where they were on my computer? Now, in my case, I know where I have my backup copy of all of these function definition files. So I am actually going to copy it to the default folder, because then at least I know where all of the functions on this particular computer are. So I'm going to say yes. And that's where my file is now. So if I now go open the category user defined, you now see that my function has been added as a function that I can use for data analysis. Now, that data analysis and how to use this function in data analysis is what I'm going to show to you in a next video. So thank you for watching, and see you soon.